It's just different.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Cali Woo, Bill Duke, yeah.
You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I've seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I've seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Life is funny, things we do to get money. Hardships, hard times. And these days, these situations, they be sticky like honey. If it ain't Corona, they trying to clone ya. What happens to the little girl that went missing from her home? Her own daddy keep touching her. Daddy, leave me alone. I ain't got the answers. Trying to get justice for George Floyd. And if Bill Gates got the cure, make sure he got one for cancer. We screaming stop the violence, but who we asking? The killer the same color as the one in the casket. I'm no preacher, spitting hard facts like bleachers. Make America great again. It's only for the rich leeches. Where's Felicia? I guess black reparations went to new prisons and new police substations. For black justice, they be debating. We gotta wake up, but I'm going back to back. I'm on one. Cold cases still hot in the hood, cause the nigga that did it, he still home, son. I'm my own rapper, but got a new balance. Rest in peace to all the young fallen soldiers. Didn't get a chance to show the world their talents. I'm so focused, trying to save the nation. Seeing the road ahead like a full focus. You don't know what I've been through.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've seen.
It's like that.
Live your life, not mine.
Yo. Y'all already know what it is, man. Your host with the most, man. Each and every Thursday, we right here, man. Beltway Radio and beyond. And I welcome you to Phocuz Radio. You know how we do, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. So we are your hottest evening podcast. You know what I mean, man. You already know what it is, man. Simple as ABC. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Call-in number 301-761-1040. You can continue to follow me on the gram at Field Phocuz. Facebook, as we are live right now, Phocuz Phil. And if you want to see me right here in the booth and you want to see the whole thing, Beltway Radio and beyond.com. Just that simple, man. We going to hop right into it, man. We got a lot to get into. And this damn weather, I don't know what this weather getting into, man. It's warming up, then it goes back down, and it's in the middle, then it's cold all over again, then it's wintertime. I don't know what's going on, so I'm a little stuffy. So I got a coat, a hoodie. I got on 2 hoodies. You just can't see the other hoodie. But nah, I ain't got on 2 hoodies, but I'm strapped up like it's wintertime. But it's supposed to be springtime, right? But gotta hop right into it, man. A real somber show for me today. And reason being is because I've been showing China Crawford. Throughout end of October all the way up until my last week's show. And she went missing. Actually on Good Hope Road. It was back in October. They had her car, had the tag number to her car, but no signs of her. And it was a lot of, I call them rumors first before they become facts. So it was a lot of rumors that surrounded the case. But yesterday, they actually made an arrest in her case. And the charges are robbery, kidnapping, and murder. And her name was LaShawn Washington. And she's the suspect and is being charged with the killing of China Crawford. Of course, with these cases, man, what makes it so bad is that they never reveal what her remains are. Very seldomly will they tell authorities what her remains are. And I'm saying this all to say that I remember with Marty McMillan's case, shout out to Grandma. I remember, that case, and I remember how long it had took for them to find the remains of Marty McMillan on the side of Suitland Parkway, down in a deep, a ditch type area, right there off the end of Suitland Parkway. And hopefully to bring more closure to the case and some type of memorial could be done. Hopefully they'll LaShawn Jackson, and I just heard, I think it was another guy that's also responsible that got arrested. Hopefully, they will tell authorities what happened to the body of China Crawford. And like I say, man, just so many rumors, and that this is a person that she knew of, really, really knew of, and they were close, things like that. I don't really know. Like I say, it's all rumors to me until it becomes facts as far as what the rumors were. You dig what I'm saying? So I just want to say that we do bring closure. We do bring closure to these cases right here on Phocuz Radio. And when I heard that, it kind of, one person that told me, and then I got home, somebody else that told me. So I was like, oh, okay. And I looked it up, and I seen that it was true. So this lady is actually she's a little older than China. China's 25. This lady is 33 years old. And they said it was 30 family members in that courtroom today for that hearing to get that court date when she comes back to court. So she'll be locked up until April the 6th. And, pretty much after charge, D.C., no bond, none of that, especially for murder. So, of course, we'll get more details. They always seem to come out. And I think that her folks, also the media, Phocuz Radio, we keep these names alive. We keep these flyers floating around. And we keep talking about it, and we keep talking about it, and we keep talking about it, and something happens. And the more and more people that keep talking about it, that keep talking about it, that keep talking about it, you'll have someone that may be the suspect within that group that you're talking to that knows somebody, that knows somebody, that knows somebody. And then people start talking. So great way to communicate on this case. And like I said, it starts with me when the victim in this particular case goes missing. And like I said, she was missing since the latter part of October 2023. So this family would definitely have some closure at this point. And a brother spoke out. Derek Crawford didn't want to believe that his sister would be found dead, but he said after he had got the news that she was pronounced deceased and they had locked somebody up, he said that was closure for him. So I think we just got to keep praying for strength. We got to keep on fighting, especially as black people. Like, we got to go the extra mile, and we got to go above and beyond. We got to want to break the rules just to see what can happen. I mean, in a good way. You know what I mean? What I'm saying as far as when we're fighting for justice, still fighting for civil rights, still fighting for 40 acres and a mule. You feel me? Reparations, we still fighting for the missing. Need more funding, need more money in these departments. When they got $500 million to give away for entertainment. I ain't knocking it. I'm just saying. Right? We gotta stay focused. I'm just saying. So that's why I say we gotta continue to fight. And we talking about 30 family members right there. See, 30 family members that'll make them change some laws. You think about kidnapping, robbing somebody, and taking their life. So Like I say, this show right here, man, is dedicated to China Crawford. And like I say, her family has gotten some justice in this case. So you already know what it is. Hey, feel free to call in 301, y'all, 761-1040 is the call-in number. If you want to help, to keep on educating, to elevate, you want to help us to keep the lights on so we can have a nice facility for people to vent and let their pain go and learn. You can always feel free to cash app us, the $, that's PHOCUZ 1. Just that simple. And like I say, all of it, whatever you send would definitely go to a great cause. So that's $, PHOCUZ, and the number 1. And you already know, I'll pop up. You see me right here. Linda's in the house. Sonia is in the house. Jerry Parker, what's happening? My girl Tima. And you already know what it is, Murray Webb. Always in the house. Always thanks for the love. Thanks for the love. So, like I say, man, we got to keep fighting with these cases. We got to keep staying in the media's face with these cases. We got to let our presence be known. We got to keep showing up. And like I say, I want to thank everybody, man, that has caught on and say, let me at least post a flyer, and post those that you don't know. I know people post the people that they've heard about, or their family members or friends have talked about, or they know someone that may be a family or close to this person that may be missing, and then they'll post a flyer, and then they'll talk about it. But let's not take this for granted at all, because we all can go missing. So you already know what it is, man, right here on Focus Radio. I'm going to report that news nobody wants to report. You dig what I'm saying? You already know what it is, man. We got so much crazy shit happening this week. I'm so glad it's over. It feels like I've been gone from my station, my workplace right here, for a long time, but it's only been a week. But that's how long the week has been, and it's still one more day. But we had another fool beefing with his wife, got into it, get to arguing. He shoots inside of a daycare center. Now, Lord forbid, one of those kids would have gotten hurt or just they were endangered. Even though they had a really safe outcome with the children, not even knowing what happened, I don't even think they were in that particular section where he had shot through those two front doors, arguing with his wife because she worked there. She didn't want to come outside to talk to him, and why would she? And he shoots inside of the daycare center. So we have people, like I say all the time, with no regards for life at all. At all, no regards for life. So we have to be careful. We got to stay prayed up. Get out and vote. Get out and vote. And vote for who you want to vote for. If you want to vote for Dump Trump, vote. That's on you. People say, man, I got that stimulus. More money than I've seen in my whole life at one time. Probably for some. I'm just saying, let the best man win. I think it does matter. Definitely at a local level. I think voting matters. Definitely at the local level, because they're really paying attention to the numbers. They're really paying attention to the numbers because in most cases, like when Murray got voted in again, it wasn't even really a lot of votes because a lot of people didn't vote. And we talking about a city, maybe at least 2 by now, million, within a 10-mile radius, D.C. So it's some things that we got to do, too, on that side of the fence. And I don't know how it works with those big boys, but I still go down there and I vote because I say I'm a taxpayer. I'm documented. My social security number and birth certificate number, those are my numbers. So I'm an American citizen. So maybe this if it matters. Maybe, I don't know. But still, I'm gonna put it in. Maybe they look at statistics. Maybe they look at demographics. I don't know. But try it. Get registered. A lot of, if you think about it, a lot of stuff had to be voted for to get where we are right now. They had to vote for it. So it doesn't matter. Think about it. But yeah, man, a crazy fool shot up in the joint. Then he tried to, of course, escape. They always do. And it was 70 children inside of this daycare center. And not even far away, Northern Virginia, Fairfax. Now, I know you heard of Alexandria's finest, because that's what the white people call their police out there. We say 12, we say, feds, PG. we don't really say Prince George's County Police Department, PGPD. Nah, there they go. There they go. Oh, that was PG? We saying 2 letters and two numbers. That's PG? Shit. He was in the city, he was in PG. PG. I'm going to call Alexandra's finest on you. So, they come with a badge of honor in VA and Commonwealth. So, yeah, man. So, the crazy fool, he shot up in there, 41 years old. They arrested his dumbass, Julio Pascual Sejas, I'm thinking what it is, of Arlington County. He actually did wound someone, but it was non-life threatening. Luckily, no one else was hurt. It happened at West Springfield KinderCare. West Springfield KinderCare. I'm going to say the home of the Braves. Little babies in there, ain't nobody get hurt, got them out safely. You know what I mean? Soldiers, warriors. Let's get these kids about whatever. They acted quick. Shit. Quick. They ain't playing. So, you already know what it is, man, right here on Phocuz Radio, man. And like I said, we report that news that nobody wants to report. Happy birthday, man, to all of the Aries, I think what it is. I don't know when that season ends. I'm sure it's soon. Oh, wow, my bad. Well, April 9th, damn. See, I don't know. I'm a Leo, so I don't know. Shout out, man, because it's been so many celebrations. It's been a lot going on with this Aries season. And I think maybe also because this is the time the season changes, right? So I guess, the season is changing and springtime is coming. It's getting warm. The birthdays and, do this, do a little bit of everything, do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. So shout out to all of y'all and happy birthday to the spring babies. You already know what it is, man. We are focused, man. Call in number 301-761-1040. Got them hats right here, man, on deck. You already know what it is. That's the eye. We looking at you. Stay focused. You already know what it is, man. This show also is dedicated. It's dedicated tonight, man. It's dedicated tonight to China Crawford. We do a Missing the Murder segment here each and every Thursday. And she's been missing, but you do have some folks that are being charged, but still the body, the remains is still missing. We advertise, we market, we promote. We do it all, y'all, right here on Phocuz Radio. Everything right here is brought to you by Field Services, man. Hauling, pick up, drop off, small handyman services, and anything with a truck that you may need done. Field Services. So we provide different type of services, man. And just hit me up, DM me. Not now, but right now. And we can work it out. We can definitely work it out. You already know what it is. Let me see. Frederick, what's up, Frederick? What's up, man? How you doing? He said 50. Oh, my main man in the house. Damo, what's up, baby? You already know what it is. Teddy, hey, Teddy. Faye, oh, Miss Thornton is in the house, y'all. Linda, you already know what it is. Still tuned in. But yeah, man. Make a long story short, right? Because I don't want to make a long story too long. Um, just trying to do anything in a community, like I said, educating to elevate. So I asked all those guests, man, all those people that would like to come on. Because like I say, what we do is interview from all walks of life. And people got a lot of topics and they come to me all the time. And what we do here, man, is introduce everybody to this microphone. And I do my interviews with my people, don't get me wrong, but we introduce everybody to this microphone. I know it's so much that we could get out as a community, as a people. And I just want to, this spring, we invite people to Focus Radio, and we going to talk some real live situations. You know what I mean? And I want to just do that for the people, to even give y'all, my listeners, man, just the opportunity, man, to get a touch of this, to get a taste of this. You know what I mean? This radio world. You know what I mean? Let me see. Somebody asked the question. Did you ever get the face mask? They say you'll ride on it. I gotta get the face mask, y'all. I gotta get it. See, you got that energy up. You all, hey man, I'm like you, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, we gotta go because I got this my segment coming up. But some good things, some great things, man. Some great things. We are staying focused here in the city. What they are doing, and I mentioned the $500 million as far as the entertainment part of it, because Ted Leonis, that billionaire that got the Mystics and got the Wizards and we got the whole big setup, and which is a great thing, has asked the city, for the money so he could redo the U.S. the Capitol Arena. And I think that's a great thing. And I looked at it from a business standpoint because I didn't know how it worked. Right? But I looked at it from a business standpoint and I said, well, damn. I said, look how much money, he's going to bring to the city. Hold up.
Let me correct you on this.
Oh, shit.
He didn't get the money. Like, the D.C. government sort of, had to, initially is this. Ted Leonsis was going to leave Capital One Arena. And basically because of the fact of where it is, he didn't want, even though the city was giving him more money to do renovation stuff, but he wants something bigger and better and grander. So that's why he was planning to move to Virginia. And the Virginia governor was pretty much stating, he's like, hey, yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, come on in and all that stuff. But the Virginia government basically said, hell no, you ain't coming here. We got our money is already panned out to go other places. We don't have enough money or funds to have it where you want it, which was at the Potomac Yards area. And pretty much Ted Leonis just fell flat on his face on this whole thing, because him and Governor Youngkin was pretty much saying, hey, we got this, we're coming to Virginia, we're all good.
Yeah.
And really nothing was said. Nothing. So when he came back, if you see some of the pictures, he was he had to eat some humble pie. So, and pretty much it's like, the D.C. government, did the whole grand fair of everything. Say, hey, here's more money for you to renovate, Capital One. But really, he did not want to be there.
So what do you think what do you think?
My personal outcome is this. I felt that even though Capital One Arena is a nice facility, because pretty much him having multiple teams. Yeah. Because the Mystics are playing out up in Southeast area. They're not playing at Capital One anymore. But the plan, if it was in actual fruition, the Wizards and Capitals would have gone to Virginia. The Mystics would have moved back into Capital One. The Go-Go would still be up at the Southeast place. Yeah. So, but still, the thing is like, in addition to having just the Mystics there and whatever concerts show up there, it's not going to really be the grand that is supposed to be the big gem that DC attraction is for events and stuff, and especially the amount of money that's supposed to bring in. I do have problems, though, of the fact that there are issues at near Capital One Arena that a lot of people are not fully aware of or fully addressing. Now, if Ted Leonsis can, again, he's a billionaire, and he can funnel in money to try to help that area, like Abe Poland did when he first moved that team back there.
Yeah.
But the thing is like Ted, his main venture was moving out because he was thinking about more of his Virginia fan base instead of the local DC ones. Because he felt like, why should they truck up to here, taking the metro into its space? But then again, majority of a lot of fans of Maryland and DC can easily trek into, take the green line, red line right into Metro Center or the Gallery Place Metro stop, and it's right there, which is a big rarity for a lot of sports teams to have a good, unique access to get to.
Even the Nats.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, it's right there. But the problem here is it's like, for me as a sports fan, I understand where Ted was he wants to compete with the other league, his owners, because based off of where the NBA and the NHL are doing is they have these big space areas that are exclusively for their teams, and especially now that the NBA draft and the NHL draft is like a traveling circus, so that can attract more people. Mind you, it's just one time a year and all that stuff. I mean, you'll be that one out of 30-plus teams or 29 teams to have it, but still, it's an ideal thing. And then keep in mind also the fact of the All-Star games. Wizards hasn't hosted one in over 20 years. Capitals hasn't hosted one in almost 40. So it's like, and they've had this place for almost over 20 years.
Right.
And it's kind of like, and I'm kind of unfortunate, like, a grand event, especially the All-Star game, you only had it once. And so you've been in Phoenix almost twice, been in Vegas 3 times, LA about 3 times in these past 20 years. And really is just like, okay, what's wrong with DC? And I really think that the fact of there's nothing else outside of it besides that building, and it's that it will attract people. Mind you, you have the bowling alley next door and all that stuff, but then again, with the addition of the high crime rate, the high rental rates in these buildings, because McDonald's is gone, a lot of other businesses have left because of one of those 2 factors. It's kind of hurting that. So it's a good thing they'll renovate. It's a good thing they'll stay. But if you look at some of the pictures, Ted is kind of eating some humble pie because he knew full well like he didn't get what he want, and at the same time he didn't do the right play on this of how to handle all this stuff. Because really, it's like he could have just put in some more money and tried to build something more around the Capital One. But unfortunately, you get what you get.
So what are they going to do?
As of right now, they're staying there until 2050.
But I mean, what are they going to do with the money? What do you think they're going to bring?
Well, I think initially, they'll do some renovations. I mean, mind you, it's still a strong structuring facility. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
I think the real problem is the business aspects, attracting new businesses. And like I said, McDonald's is gone. I don't care if everyone's saying it's like, oh, they're renovating. No, they're not. There's nothing there. And I've seen how I've been through like a couple of Caps games or post games out of that arena, and it is just hood shit. I mean, flat out. I'm not.
He said
it.
Hood shit.
And it's just like you got a whole bunch.
I mean, but you gotta respect the culture, though, B. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Respecting the culture, but at the same time, it's like, why do I feel like I have to be aware of all my surroundings in a McDonald's? It just doesn't make sense. The bathroom's barely working. It's just like, this is ridiculous. And I just feel like, I'm trying to, I've enjoyed an experience at Capital One, and then next thing you know, I'm coming into chaos in a sense. And also in addition to where I feel like even the metro system is kind of problematic because they don't.
Definitely. That metro.
Because it's supposed to. You're supposed to accommodate, and you don't. So really, there's a lot of problems going around, especially for something that's supposed to be convenient, but really isn't. So, and hopefully, what they'll do with the money. Like I said, they'll initially do the renovations, but really, it's high time that Ted has to think about bringing in businesses. He's a businessman, so try to bring some very viable businesses, either local, national or international, to come and help build that area around and try to prosper it up a little bit back in what Abe kind of envisioned. So because as of right now, because all you're doing is just Ted has just got a 50-year lockup here because he well, let's say this, it's 2024, so roughly 26 years of trying to figure out how to get out of this, because that's all he's going to be doing. He's going to buy his time for the next 26 years if he lives that long. I don't know.
Wow. Heard it first, man, right here on Focus Radio. Wow, brought up some good points, though. Well, we create some jobs, right?
I mean,
Some businesses, like you said.
I mean, that's the plan.
I think DC is already overpopulated.
Right, but I'm saying is you need to bring in either newer businesses, bring back other businesses that left.
You saying the Metro should be better? Yeah,
Metro be better. Even though I think that's been working on for the last couple of years now with the new management team of that. But really, it's just that whole area around within the last decade or so. It's really not that visually appealing.
Yeah.
It
still looks the same. Yeah. Facts. Heard it first, man, right here on Focus Radio. Wizards and Caps stand right here in D.C., and we'll see what happens within 26 years, because they say to 2050, we're here. So you already know what it is, man. You heard that was the sports man, by the way, Brad, man. So check him out. You got a show, right?
I guess No Filter Sports.
No Filter Sports. Tell my people when your show is and.
Well, we try to air. I mean, usually we initially air once a month, but now since football season's kind of off, so I kind of try to figure out what to talk about. Mind you, yes, we're in March Madness, but that thing goes by really quickly. So, but initially we try to do once a month, but we're on. Check out the Beltway Radio's YouTube page, so you'll see some past episodes. So we had some very interesting discussions. Besides the things that are initially talked about, actually about the Wizards and Caps and moving, we had kind of that brief discussion about that, about new stadiums and what owners do to leave and try to stay and all that stuff. So those type of discussions are rarely talked about because it's more than just the fan base wanting them to stay, but it's also a simple fact. It's like it's a business too, and you got to think of the fact that it's like how much money is going to be put into the city, how much is going to be taken out if it's once it leaves and stuff like that. And on top of that, Ted Leonsis and the Caps and Wizards, they're not the only teams who's in that situation. The Oakland Athletics are in that same situation. They were because they had. Thought they had the green light to go to Vegas, and the Vegas government said no. they had pictures and renderings of their stadium and everything.
Wow.
And this is like the Vegas government was like, the mayor literally says like, we had no discussions with the ownership, none of it. The city of Oakland, they've had everything set up for them, and they've had discussions, and they've had paperwork and everything, and it was going to the Oakland City government to fully okay a new stadium that's going to be by their Bay Area, and I love the rendering of what their stadium is going to be. Somehow the city government stopped it, and it's like, and this is the second time it's stopping of them getting a new stadium. So it's kind of like, what the hell's going on? But really, it's just like with Daniel Snyder, it's the ownership. I really think it's due to the fact that like the city government, Oakland City government, does not like the Oakland's ownership and whatever they're trying to do, because really they do need a new stadium. Being at Oakland Coliseum, it is like over 60 plus years old. The Raiders left for almost the same reasons 3 times, and it's kind of like, yeah, you need a new place, and especially when everybody else. In your pretty much your sport is getting new stadiums, and you're not. But really, it's due to the ownership because they expect the fan base to pay for it. And really, it's like, look, you're giving us a shitty product for the last 5 years, and so on, and you want us to pay for your stadium? No, we ain't doing that.
Makes sense. Makes sense to me. You already know what it is, man. I heard it first right here on Focus Radio. 301-761-1040 is the call-in number. Speaking of sports, Steph, last night, Steph, he did it up as he always does. Kicks chairs after dagger. 3-and Warriors win. Was he mad or was he excited?
For what?
Was he mad? Was he excited? Was that the game? Was that the game winner? Or was that just put them a few points ahead for them to win the game?
To be fully honest with you, the NBA has been completely boring to me.
Wow.
And if you've been checking the standings, the Warriors and Lakers are the bottom two teams in the Western Conference, so they're pretty much fighting to get into the play-in game. So really, it's like, look, they can be boasting all they want, but really, I don't give a shit. A lot of folks really need to focus on some of these newer teams. Denver is leading the conference and pretty much the whole league again, and I really think they may be on the verge of going back to back. I will not take away from Boston because I think they're on a mission to try to get back into the finals after what happened the last couple of years. But really, let's be fully honest here. I mean, those who are so hung up on the Lakers because of LeBron, or the Warriors because of their 4 titles out of the 6+ years. You're talking end of eras here. Those two teams alone are end. I mean, it's like if they're fighting to get to play in a playing game. And keep in mind, LeBron complained about it when it first was initiated about doing the playing game, and it's like, dude, you've been doing the playing game for the last 3 years, and that 2020 bubble title you got is some bullshit. I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say it proud. I'm going to let people focus on that because that title was bullshit. They should have never been in it. They should have never won it. That whole season should have been canceled because really it was like all you did was give them like 3 months of vacation so they can rest their bodies because honestly, the Lakers were not going to go in the playoffs that year. That is guaranteed. All you did was allow them to rest up, and that was it.
Wow.
That is what No Filter Sports is all about because I have no filter. Shout out to Trump who gave us that title too.
Wow. You already know what it is, man, right here on Focus Radio, man, 301-761-1040. I know we've been bouncing a little bit, man, back and forth. I want to send my condolences, send my prayers to those family members that lost those 6 loved ones that were construction workers that were working on that Francis Scott Key Bridge, which was hit by a cargo ship that was, I guess, taking some stuff somewhere, and had lost power twice, and lost power for the second time, and actually hit the side of that bridge, and then collapsed. And it was just unbelievable when I heard it. I just heard that bridge in Baltimore collapses. I didn't really know the outcome or anything. It took me until like all day to really read that story. And I'm not really going to get into that. The governor and also the president has gotten involved. Bridge was tested. Everything was good on that end. As far as for the ship, it did have some previous problems, and that was a while ago. I don't know the federal regulations and how that works or whatever, but like I said, not supposedly, but they did show it catching on fire. They did show it, losing power those 2 times, and then, like I said, hitting that bridge. Some people had just gotten over, and they have been able to get some interviews from certain people that some of the survivors, and it's just crazy. Like you would never think of all things are possible, but of a bridge falling down. And I think that after that, I heard that story and read it. Like I said, take nothing for granted at all. And I think that I have had some thoughts of just riding over water, flying over just water. Because if you fall in that, I don't care what type of swimmer, what type of none of that. Ain't no coming back from that. Were some survivors, but the 6 that were working on the bridge at the time, I claimed all deceased at this moment. I think they had found 2 of those people. No, not 2 of those people. 2 other people, from what I'm hearing, that were in the pickup truck. So I'm thinking that was someone that was on a bridge when it had collapsed. And they said that it's so much, could be more people, vehicles, particles, so much debris in that water. It's so hard to even search for anything. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at with this, man. Just saying, it's just some shit is just unbelievable, but it's believable it happened. They keep showing it and showing it and showing it and showing it. They got more and more details every single day. I think, which is a good thing, because it shows that our rescuers, man, it shows that they are putting the work in, those divers and, those special agencies that they've called in. Definitely, they've been putting that work in, man. You're making progress. Just once again, bringing closures to families is the main thing. President spoke out. He said he doesn't think any foul play or anything was involved. It's basically, he didn't say this, I'm saying this, but like anything else, it just breaks down, and it's sad. Everybody on the ship, fortunately, has survived. But with this being one of the main ships cross country, even caused delays where it's supposed to had been going. So they're keeping up with time and tracking the days, the hours, and how far they crossing those waters to get there. So everything is planned out. So something happens in one bay, or something that happens, one accident like that, it causes huge, huge delays. We're talking about crossing waters. So not only affected us here, but, man, a lot of places, all over. And to die that way, it's even just more hurtful. And once again, I'm sure it's going to be negligence. I'm sure it's going to be, a whole lot with this one. Whole lot of funds is going to be paid out. Whole lot, man. But I think those people deserve to be at peace, the family members of those 6 folks that passed away, because this was just really so unfortunate. And all of them were just basically husbands. I think it was a wife and just family people, and just came over from their country to come to this country, man, and make it better for themselves and their families. So rest in paradise to those people, man. And Baltimore, stay strong, because I know now riding in anywhere over there, you with the shit. I understand. Trust me. So stay strong, man, to my Be More family. What's up, y'all, man? I see y'all tuning in. It's all good. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. We here each and every Thursday. Show kicks off at 6 p.m. We go all the way to 7 p.m. So we are your hottest evening podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to hop right into it, the missing segment. And what we do here, man, is we have these flyers. And I post these flyers of the missing people that are prior still missing, has been previously missing, prior to now they're still missing. Just spoke on a case of China Crawford, who the people who were responsible for her kidnapping, robbery, and murder, as the information we have right now, but she's still resumed as a missing person until they get more details. And of course, by now, it's remains. They're saying that they want to know where the remains are. And it's just so sad how, your folks are looking for just skeleton. Mm. We're going to go to Aniela Zarate. I hope I'm saying it right. Zarate. Missing from the 1100 block of Massachusetts Avenue, Northwest, Washington, D.C. She's been missing since Thursday, March the 21st, 2024. Do this for y'all right here so y'all can see. And she was, like I said, once again, she was last seen 1100 block of Massachusetts Avenue. She's a Hispanic female, 5 feet, 1 inches tall, 120 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, clothing description unknown. What would be distinctive? She's Hispanic, and also her name will be distinctive. Once again, this is China Danielle Crawford. The people in this case have been apprehended and arrested and are waiting for a court date. And they haven't told the authorities where the remains are at this moment. Missing from the 4,000 block of South Capitol Street, Southwest. She was missing, has been missing since Monday, October the 23rd, 2023, 10 p.m. Black female, 5 feet, 7 inches in height, 120 pounds, long black dreadlocks. Clothing description was unknown. Takes us to Lisa Thompson. Lisa Thompson. She's missing from the 5200 block of F Street, Southeast D.C. She's been missing since Thursday, March the 21st, 2024. She's been missing. The time reported missing was 6:08 p.m. She's only 17 years old, 5'5" tall, 160 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. Clothing description is unknown. Usually, clothing description is unknown. Is going to be maybe she didn't come home. So reported on the 21st, but may have been missing since the 19th or the 20th within this week, and just reported, and no one had remember seeing her last or what she had on. Always get a recent picture. Always let the police department know any issues that this person you're reporting missing may have. And you have to be personal with the police or the authorities, whoever it may be, when trying to find your missing person, because they may have to look for the signs. We're going to take this to LaQuay Haney. LaQuay Haney, missing from the 800 block of 21st Street, Northeast. Missing since Friday weekend, March 22nd this year. Reported missing 11:15 a.m. in the morning. Black male, 5 feet in height, 100 pounds, brown eyes, black hair. Clothing description, once again, unknown. Last seen on the 1700 block missing from the 800 block of 21st Street Northeast. That's probably his address where he lives. Was last seen in the 1700 block of East Capitol Street Northeast on Friday, May the 22nd. LaQuay Haney. His smile will be distinctive, I think. That smile and that curly hair. Takes us to an older gentleman, Curry Mason, 3600 block of Minnesota Avenue, Southeast. I've actually seen this guy before. March the 14th, 2024. He's 63 years old, 6 feet, 4 inches tall, 250 pounds, gray hair, brown eyes. Clothing description is unknown. Was reported missing on March the 22nd, 2024. Curry Mason. Post his flyer at a location that I know that he's frequent to be at. And that's the thing that you do. Because people will see him, oh man, he's missing. Woo-dee-woo-woo-woo. I know him. I be seeing him around here, around there, this, that. Just open eyes. Anaya Pearson. Maybe the third time on my show, I'm thinking. Missing from the 300 block of 56th Street, Northeast D.C. Reported missing on March the 12th, 2024. 5 feet, 1 inches tall, 110 pounds, dark brown hair, brown eyes. She may be wearing an orange wig, which would have been distinctive at that time, or even maybe now. Clothing description is unknown. This picture, she has a bonnet, but they said that she may be wearing an orange wig. Sorry. We're going to go to Ashton Jones, missing from the 100 block of Florida Avenue Northeast. He's been missing since Monday, March the 18th, 2024. He's only 14 years old. Medium brown complexion, 5 feet, 7 inches in height, 140 pounds, brown eyes, and dark brown hair. Once again, clothing description is unknown. Remember what I told you all about the clothing description, unknown. Remember what I told you all about that. So I guess it's best to get a recent picture, the most recent picture that you can get. Once again, y'all, you already know what it is, man. 301-761-1040 is the call-in number. If you want to help in any way educate to elevate the community, $$ PHOCUZ, the number 1. That's the Cash App, and all money is good money. Also, BeltwayRadioandBeyond.com. Slots available if you were thinking about getting your own podcast. You already know what it is. Check out the website. You can see each and every show, and we dumping it, man. We been here. Come here, man, and do what you do. Do what you do. You already know what it is, man. Each and every Thursday, the missing and murdered segment, especially those that have lost their life, that are losing their life to senseless gun violence. We got to do something. I think the first thing is talking about it, getting to the grassroots of the problems and the issues. And we always say it starts from home. So maybe we have to talk more, communicate more with our family, with our children. You know what I mean? With our nieces and our nephews, our little brothers, little sisters, stuff like that. Maybe we need to just start doing a little bit more, even us as adults and people. It's all about the youth, baby. It's all about the youth. You already know what it is, man. That's my message. I'm going to get out of here. It's bad out here. Yeah, it's bad out here. I'm talking. You already know. Hey, man, thanks, y'all, for tuning in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Please feel free to share. Peace.
You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Life is funny things we